In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always. Welcome to another edition of the Realities Temple on Earth. I am the host of this internet ministry known as the Mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your brother and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. Trying to wake myself up a little bit so that we can enjoy a few moments together. And I want to be able to have my thoughts flow freely so that we can understand clearly what is being said. I want to begin this session of the Realities Temple program by beginning with saying, I don't trust people. I want to be open and honest with you. And I suggest to you that you should stop being so trusting of people. When we live in a nation, we live in a society filled with liars. They are proven liars. The adults lie, and the little children lie. They lie in movies. They lie in books. They are not honest people, whether they are in the presidency or whether you are working at McDonald's. You are surrounded by deceivers and manipulators, liars. I don't trust people. Now, that does not mean I will not be nice to you. I will, and you should treat another person just like you want to be treated. But because we live in an environment of deception, since we live in a society filled with darkness and treachery and betrayal, then we should be cautious. If you were walking in a den filled with snakes, you'll be careful where you walk because you don't want to get bit. But we continue to get bit and we get our feelings hurt because we don't respect these snakes that we have surrounded ourselves with. We trust somebody because they have a beautiful body, big breasts, big butt, and they can smile. And you lay down with them for one night because you trust them. I don't have a disease. I'm all right. And then 6 months later, you find out you have syphilis, you have gonorrhea, you have AIDS because of your trust and being too cheap to buy a $5 condom. Now you have AIDS, now you have syphilis, you have some venereal disease because you were trusting and cheap. We must feel each other out. You must get to know somebody. So I want you to get to know me. I want you to know me so when you trust me, you have confidence in that this person of whom you trust have content of good character, has integrity, honest. Listen to what somebody say, but watch what they do. Because talking is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. Because people do it all the time. They say one thing and do another. So I'm advising me And I am also advising you to be cautious and be wary of liars and deceivers. They could be your husband. They could be your wife. Your children lie to you. They deceive you. So, since we know we are in that type of environment, we should be careful. We should be more alert. But many of us have become naive, complacent, and we become victims of liars and deceivers. From our husbands, to our children, to the President of the United States, we become victims because we are too trusting. Because you know your heart. But see, the problem is not you. The problem is them. And when you lie, when you deceive, there's a benefit to the liar and the deceiver. If you call Brother Taalik a liar and a deceiver, then my question to you, if I am lying to you, if I'm not being honest with you, what is my benefit? Most times when you listen to preachers and pastors, the benefit is monetary gain. It's fame, it's fortune. Because you see the preacher and the pastor, the minister, driving around in a Rolls Royce, big mansions and jet planes. But those who follow, those who are under that word, are still homeless on the street. There's a benefit to lie, because I want to cause a war that will make those who make airplanes rich, those who make the bombs rich, those who sell the oil and the fuel rich. So I want to lie about why I am in a war, which I will use your children to die and fight for, so these others can be rich, because in essence, those who control the oil, those who make the airplanes and control the media, they are my real bosses. I might be president of the United States, but I'm a puppet president. I am controlled by money. And if money can't control me, then I might decide to go down a street in Dallas and somebody blow my brains out, because I have decided to do something other than what the puppet master wants me to do. So all I'm saying very quickly in the genesis of this talk is that we be careful. Don't fall for people because they smile. Just because a person smiles don't mean nothing. They smile and they will stab you in the back. But that's how they reel you in. They give you false promises. They smile in your face. I love you. The only thing she loves is your money. And once your money is gone, she's gone. But she smiles and she takes her breasts and put them in your face to trick you. We don't want to continue to be tricked by big breasts. And a lot of times in this world, the breasts are fake. Everything about these people are fake. So I advise us, don't fall for the big butt and a smile. Take your time. Don't trust anybody. And this is what is mind-boggling to me, is that we trust people and we trust governments that are known liars. You have a conflict in Libya right now. You have the United States and their allies. And everybody involved in attacking Libya, if you look at their track record, they are liars and deceivers. They are known liars, but y'all trust them. Lawyers and politicians, they say it as a joke, but in their profession, they are known liars and deceivers. So how can you trust? Why are we trusting liars and deceivers? Why are we trusting those that have track records of abusing us? The black people of this nation, we have lived here for 400 years. Have the people been honest with us? No. Have they been just with us? No. Have they lied to us? Yes. Have they deceived us? Yes. Have they abused us? Yes. Discriminated against us? Yes. Have they lynched us? Yes. By law. Did they enslave us? Yes. Did they free us? Yes. With giving us nothing. So you live in a nation that you trust, and they smile in your face, but they stab you in the back for the whole 400 years that you've been here. And you still trust them. You trust your abuser. Why do we trust our abusers? Most times, people trust those who abuse them out of fear, because they believe, if I don't show these people I trust them, I love them, they keep hurting me. That's why you will see an abusive woman continue to pat her abusive husband on the back out of fear. Physical pain, and chances are he's the breadwinner, so it's the fear of being homeless, her and her 5 children she has had by this devil that she calls a husband. But there we go. We trust a liar. The United States of America is a lying, deceitful nation. They have abused the black people and all dark people around the earth. They are known liars, and you trust them. But then at the same time, I have never done nothing to you. And you want to call me a liar, and you don't trust me. I have done nothing to you. But here are people, here's a nation with a track record of murder, of rape, lies, deceit, genocide, and you trust the hell out of them. God bless America, land that I love. Oh, you so pitiful. There's a consequence, and judgment is coming. Because instead of separating yourself from the liar and the deceiver, you have decided to fall in love with your abuser and your exploiter, when even in your religious teachings it says that you should separate from Pharaoh. God gave Moses the prophet the order to leave Egypt, not integrate with Egypt, because God has something he wants to do with Egypt. And what is that your God wants to do with Egypt? Destroy Egypt. Punish Egypt. That's what God wants to do. But you're in the way, Moses. I don't want to hurt my righteous, my chosen people. And the chosen people are not Jews. The chosen people are anybody that does righteousness, that practices that which is a benefit to the human being, not just one particular people or individual. But you want to integrate with your abuser when your religion teaches you that you should be leaving, get out of Egypt. You want to go into Egypt. You want to marry the Egyptians. You want to have interracial relationships. You have fallen in love with your abusers. You have fallen in love with devil. You have fallen in love with evil. So you will be punished because you trust the liar, the one who can smile in your face. But they stab you in the back because they want you to share in their punishment, and you don't even deserve being punished. But you're going to get what they get because you want to lay in the bed with them. And when you lay down in the bed with the dogs, you get fleas. So you cover with fleas too. So when the punishment, which is coming soon, because that's just how it is, if you really know and understand history, a judgment and a consequence for all these hundreds of years of evil that America has done is getting ready to come down. And you getting ready to get your ass whooped too, because you don't want to separate yourselves, and you have fallen in love with the smile, the deceitful smile, the wicked smile, the smile of the ultimate liar, the ultimate deceiver. That is why all over the earth, and even some white people, listen to me. That's why even white people are calling themselves and these people devils. They calling them Satan. There's a reason for that. But you so in love with the wicked and their smile, you can't see it. You become blind. You become blind. You can't see what is happening, and you can't see what's going on. You are a lover of evil and don't even know it. But you're getting ready to know it now, because the creation or God is merciful to give you warning. Tsunamis, hurricanes, earthquakes, they just don't appear. There are signs, there is warning, because the creation is just. But you have no connection to the creation. You have become unnatural. Birds and ducks and wildebeest and all these different animals who are still connected to their creation, they understand the warning and get the hell out of Dodge if they can. But you are not connected to God or the creation anymore. So thousands of you die in tsunamis and hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes. Plus, on top of that, there are some places you should never have been to begin with. That's why in this nation, native people who know the land made sure they did not settle in certain places because they knew it was prone to earthquake, prone to tornadoes, floods, and whatever. But an arrogant person, this liar, deceiver, I live wherever I want. Can't tell me where to live. I'll live on a volcano if I want. So they suffer the consequences, and since that type of mentality is your friend, then you on TV and you suffer right along with the wicked, because they arrogant. So keep holding on to the liar. Keep holding on to those who you know are dishonest, and see what you get. It's coming. What you see in Japan is nothing compared to the ass whooping America is getting ready to get. And it's coming soon. How soon, I couldn't tell you. But it's coming. You know when you've done wrong, and then you don't get punished when you think you should be punished, and you start looking at your parents because you know you've done wrong. But some parents don't give you a time, they don't give you a date. They just get to whipping that ass one day. Because see, you know you've done wrong, and you know that you need to be punished, but some parents make you sweat. So America knows she's evil, she knows she's wicked, she knows that she should be punished. The problem is she's sweating. She don't know when. And I love it. I like to see these liars and deceivers sweat. controlled. It is ruled by Caucasian people. And some of these white people, they come to us and they say, why are you so angry? Why are you so upset? Things have changed. I'm a good white person. I'm a good white man. I'm a good white woman. We have good white kids. We good. Here comes the good white people. The problem is usually the good white people are up to no good. Because they are the children of enslavers. And they have a slave master mentality. When the black people, when our ancestors were kidnapped or born slaves in America, of course, we were treated harshly, very evil. But some of these good white people would tell you, but some slaves was treated good. Did you hear what I said? They would tell you some slaves was treated good. What is good about slavery? They have a slave master. They have a slave making mentality. Look at how they live. They love pets. They love to take some animal and enslave it and make it a pet. They love to take animals that was free in the ocean or wild in the jungle and put it in a zoo for its own protection so it can survive as a species, because they know they have went all around the world searching for gold, silver, oil, and other material wealth and destroyed acres and acres and acres of habitat for the lion and the wildebeest and whatever animal they decide to put in a cage in a zoo. We're trying to save them from extinction. And in the process of saving the animal from extinction, it becomes enslaved. They put it in a zoo. They put it behind bars. We treat our zoo animals good. Now, if the lion or the cheetah or the giraffe could talk, would they rather be in a zoo in some bars, or would they rather be back at home, free? The dog and the cat, they run around and they put shirts and sweaters on dogs and cats. I treat my pet good. What is so good about having a leash around your neck, walking up and down the street? Let us put a leash around your neck. Let us put you behind bars. Would you like that? Of course not. But see, these are the children. This is what you have to understand. These good white people. And this is something that the good white people must understand. You are the child, and you have been conditioned, even within your gene pool, your DNA, your makeup. You have a mentality of being a slave master. You have been brought up, you have been raised to believe you are superior and that you are some kind of God and you control and you can do anything you want to anybody or anything. So I will make slaves out of blacks. I'll make slaves out of dogs and cats and fish. And the ones that I cannot enslave, domesticate, I will put them in a zoo so I can see what they're doing behind bars when I feel like it. So I don't have to go to Africa. I don't have to go to Asia. I can just go to the zoo and see what the lions do. That's your mentality. Slave master mentality. There's nothing good about slavery. There's nothing good about having a leash around your neck and being made something that you're not. You're a dog. Chasing balls, doing tricks. That's not what dogs' nature to do. Dogs don't walk on their all fours unless they're handicapped. I saw a dog. It was born without front limbs, and it learned how to stand on its hind legs, but that's an unusual situation. You have made the cat unnatural, the dog unnatural, the cows and the chickens all unnatural, and then the cows and the chickens are made unnatural. Then you feed them chemicals to make them grow fast. Then people eat them. Then we become unnatural. You are what you eat. And if the chicken and the fish, the pigs, whatever that you consume, if they are unnatural, then you become unnatural. And you wonder why the human being is in the condition that we are in. You're dealing with an unnatural people that believe slavery can be good. They get angry because they have a slave master God complex. They get angry when a black man, see, dogs and cats cannot complain. Chicken and pigs cannot complain. But when black folks complain, they get angry. And when you reject their advice, it just pisses them off because they have a God complex. They have a slave master mentality. How dare you? They believe they are the parent and we are their children. I know what's best for you, Negro. Can't you see I'm trying to treat you good? But see, you want to be a bad slave and I have to hurt you. Because slavery is good. I treat you good. I treat my pets good. I treat my zoo animals good. And the slaves would have been treated good if they wasn't so rebellious like you. Because if we were back during that time, I have to whip you, Toby. They cannot handle when black folks reject what they bring to us because they believe that we're still their slave. Even though slavery has not been around, physical slavery has not been around since the 1800s, they still, the children, like I tell you, it's in your DNA. That's why you get upset. Some of these Caucasian people, they can't stand for a black man. How dare you defy me? They have a slave master mentality. They want to enslave. They say that slavery is good. And they are good white people. If these are the good white people, I hate to see what the bad white people are about. So we should be cautious. And we should not be trusting of the white people or the Caucasian people that say, I'm a good white people. The key word that you want to hear when speaking to Caucasian people is not, I'm a good white person. I ain't do nothing. Them the ones you better watch out for because they're self-interest. They are trying to protect their benefits. The world that their parents have built, that they enjoy. That's all that it is about. They like being superior. They like being number one. They like being the enslaver. They have a slave master mentality They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 dogs and cats because they have a slave master God complex. They want to rule over somebody. And they would like to have the benefit of ruling over you and me again. The key word, and I want to say this to Caucasian people that are listening to this video, you don't want to approach black people and tell us, I'm good. Those are the ones that we need to watch, because chances are the good are up to no good. If you want to begin the process of trusting with dark people, then you need to say, not that I'm a good white person. In fact, you don't even have to say I'm a good white person. Say that I am just. I am fair. That's what I am. Person. You don't even have to mention color. I'm a just person. And you can tell that I'm a just person by my actions. Because these good white people have no actions to back up what they're talking about at all. They talk, but they don't do nothing at all. They have done nothing to make black life better. The only thing they want to do, nigga, don't get too upset. Because they know if you get too upset, you might want some of what they got. And they don't want to share with you at all, the good white people. But those people don't have to say that they're Caucasian. They don't have to go through that. I'm just and I'm fair. And my actions show, because I'm sharing. My actions show that I am involved in activity to show you I mean what I say. I'm fair and I'm just. A just person tries to place themselves in the position of those who say they are oppressed, so they can try to understand how you feel. These good white people don't give a damn about how we feel. They believe you should be satisfied with whatever you get. That's how they feel. You are just like a pet. You're a slave. Zoo animals. The zoo animal should be satisfied with whatever lettuce, carrot, whatever the zookeeper gives them. Whatever the pet should be satisfied by whatever the pet's master gives them. We are not your damn slaves no more. Good white people. That's what you don't understand. They could care less about us. The good white people also pretend to be so damn dumb. They don't understand nothing. Well, what are you guys trying to say? Why are you guys so dissatisfied? There's plenty of opportunity in America if y'all work. They pretend to be so dumb. But at the same time, they want to show you I'm educated. I went to Harvard. I have a degree in this. I have a degree in that. But then they can't understand simple things. They can become dumb when it fits their purpose. The good white people. I don't like good white people. I like people who are just and fair. Seeking real equality for everybody. So I don't have to mention their color. But when you got to say, I'm a good white person, then you put white there. That means you're looking out for yourself. So they try to be dumb. Let me give you a simple example. Dumb white person. Good white people. you say, well, I don't see why you're so angry. You've never been a slave. Your parents, very simple example. Your parents in 1864 were drug dealers and bank robbers. Okay. They never got caught. They used the money from drug dealing, which is illegal, a crime. They were bank robbers, which is illegal, that's a crime. They used the money to build businesses, legitimate business. They send their children to school. They become multi-billionaires. And they hand down the wealth that they got from drug dealing and robbing banks. They hand down the wealth to their children. All the way to 1964. So 1864 to 1964, that's 100 years. So chances are the original drug dealers, the original bank robbers, they are deceased. That was a long, long time ago. We now have legitimate business, right? But your business, everything that they have was built on criminal activity. So now, it's 100 years later, it's 1964. There is a federal investigation into the activity of your family. And then the federal government find out that everything that you have is built on selling drugs and robbing banks. So what you have and everything that you built is illegal. And the first thing the government do is begin to seize your assets. And the children, well, I did not rob a bank. I did not sell no drugs. Everything I have is legitimate. Everything you have is legitimate, but it was born. Listen to me. It was born due to illegal activity. So the government will seize everything that it can find that's connected to drug dealing and robbing banks. The original criminals are deceased. Who is paying the price? The children. Because you may be legitimate and you have probably lived within the law, but what has been built and what you have was born due to criminal activity. So your assets are frozen. And the ones and the children who live in 1964, you are now being punished for what your people did in 1864. And criminal charges will be brought against you because the federal government believes that you knew all this was born on by criminal activity. So you are an accessory to the crime. You know that the United States of America was born due to slavery. Got rich because of slavery, the genocide of black people and Native American people, and other evils. You are an accessory to the crime. And your assets should be frozen. And then the federal government frees the assets and give the money that was stolen from the bank back to the bank. But see, also with the bank, the people who originally owned the bank, they are deceased also. So now their children get reimbursed from the children of those that robbed them, that robbed their parents. Oh, that's such a simple example, isn't it? I still don't understand. You will never understand because you want to continue to benefit from the evil of the ancestors of this nation. Was not slavery a crime? Yes, it was. And this country was built for the slave, for the Native American? No, it was built for those who are considered Caucasian or white. And see, good white people, you try to be dumb, but you understand this. You want to hold on to stolen goods. You don't want your assets seized. But just people will do what is necessary to bring justice and make and correct the wrongs of yesterday. They don't care about benefiting. They don't mind if they have to go back to sharecropping or whatever they have to do, as long as they correct that which was made wrong. But you, the good white people, not like that, because they enjoy the stolen goods of their fathers. Just people understand when black people speak out. They understand the hurt and the pain. I'm speaking for my ancestors because they cannot speak. And just people understand because they begin to feel the hurt and the pain. But good folks, what you talking about? They don't understand nothing. The evil continues to this day. In Florida, within the last 2 months, 9 black men have been shot down dead. And every other month, you find black men found not guilty because of DNA. Our employment is higher. We're still being discriminated in housing and other facets of the society. Racism is alive and well in America. Now these good white people, quote, they admit racism exists, but they blame the Ku Klux Klan. They blame the Nazi Party. These Caucasian groups do not have no control over employment, finance. They don't control the justice system, housing, and other vital systems of this nation. The good white people. See, they use the Ku Klux Klan, the Nazi Party, they use them as scapegoats because they are the ones that's in charge. They are the undercover racists. They are more wicked, more evil than the Ku Klux Klan, because the Ku Klux Klan let you know outright what they are about. I can work with the Nazi Party and the Ku Klux Klan, but you can't work with these undercover good white people because they are in denial of their racism. But racism is alive and well. And racism can only be alive and well if the majority of the people are participating in it. Otherwise, it could not be effective. The good white people. The good white people, they get angry when certain black folks, they claim Egypt or Kemet, or they claim the Olmecs. These good white people, quote unquote, they say blacks didn't invent nothing, and they get improper credit, and the blacks are not related to nobody of any greatness. Basically what they're saying, and they continue to repeat, we're savages. We cannot create, we cannot invent nothing, and we're not related to nobody worth anything. We're a bunch of savages. Now, they would get angry at black people who were robbed of their God, their religion, their culture, their language, everything that we are about. And so we're trying to find ourselves because we are a stolen people. It is your birthright to know who you are. That was stolen from us. But instead of getting angry, the good white people, instead of getting angry at those who are Caucasian, those who stole our identity from us, you'd rather get angry at the children trying to find out who they are. Because they are supposed to accept being European. You want us to be a dark version of you. I don't want to be you. We don't want to be white. We don't want to be Caucasian. We don't want to be good white people with dark skin. We want to try to find ourselves, but instead of trying to condemn those who robbed us of our identity, who may have documents that can help us find where we came from, or they purposely destroyed these documents so we'll never know who we are. Instead of getting angry at them, they want to get angry at the person who was given away as a child, an adopted person. You want to get angry at the person trying to find their birth people. You want them to be satisfied with their adopted parents or their foster parents, when it should be your birthright to know your real parents. Regardless, if they are bum in the street, if they are astronaut, whatever the hell they are, you want to know your parents, just like you know your parents. So you want to degrade people for trying to search for who they are, and when they find something that might be close, and it just so happened to be great, you want to get angry. Y'all Negroes ain't no Olmecs. Y'all didn't come from no Egypt. You don't know where the hell we come from. But if it came from Africa, we may not be descendants of those people directly, but we are still all related. We know your ass ain't related to no African. Y'all good white people. Y'all the most sickening ass people ever. Fake, selfish, greedy bastards. And then, it is a fact, it is known that Caucasian people steal other people's identity. You do steal other people's accomplishments. You have stolen many black scientists and inventors. You've stolen their inventions for yourself and take the credit. That's for sure. So how dare you have the nerve to try to condemn somebody else when that's your thing? You've been doing it a long time. Ain't no Egyptians ever been no damn Europeans. Common sense tell you that. And one thing for sure, and even Caucasian scientists and scholars, they finally will admit and agree that all people come from Africa. All people come from black folks. That's what you call black. Because see, we didn't call ourselves black. That's that bull you put on us. But all people came from blackness. The African, the dark-skinned people. And we are the originators of all the sciences, the mathematics, philosophy, astronomy, everything these other people. So no matter where you go in the world, you will find similarities to those Africans. Because all these people, I don't care if you came from China, Europe, South America, wherever you come from, if you look at their beginnings, you'll see similarity in the African. Because that's where everybody came from. So I wouldn't get so hot-sidity like you got it going on. But see, really, who did what means nothing. It doesn't make no difference who created the sciences, mathematics, philosophy, astronomy. It really doesn't make any difference. The reason why it means something is because the white man, these Caucasians, put color on it. And so they want to claim we did everything. We want to show that we're great. We are the great philosophers. We are the great mathematicians. But see, that's a lie. Because you all got it from, at the very root of it, the beginning of it, you all got it from Africans, from the black. In fact, you yourself came from black people. You are a mutant form of black. That's what you are. But somewhere down the line, you became sick. You became jealous. You wanted to be like the black. So you created white supremacy so that you can control this. So you as a child can control the parent being black. That's what it's all about. And so now you have. Are you happy? I hope that you're happy. But see, there's a consequence. And see, that's what the good white people, you must understand. There's a consequence for that type of behavior and those actions, and you're living in it right now. But instead of being a just person, a person that stands for equality and freedom, you want to be, I'm the good white people. See, I give you some bread like you feeding a pigeon. That's what it is to be good. Because you like the position that your ancestors left you in. But there's a consequence. And now, all the hell, now you're living in a time where your assets getting ready to be seized. Justice. You are an accessory to a crime. And even though the poor black folks, we don't have power to hurt you, but there's a greater power. There's a power in justice that's getting ready to bring your ass, your arrogant, good ass down. Let's try another example. Black people, the so-called African American. We have been here how long? We've been here as long as white people have. Now, if the black man have been here as long as the white folks have been, let's see who gets the benefits. Okay, let's start off with the 1500s. Y'all ready to ride? Ready to ride this train? Let's do this. Okay. 1500s. Who gets the benefits of living in America? Only white folks. 1500s. Majority of black people, slaves. 1600. Who gets the benefits? White folks. Really? The white Caucasian male. Do black folks get any benefits? No. Still slaves. 1700s. Same situation. 1800s. Now, towards the end of the 1800s, now, the good people, the good white people, we free the slave. So what do they do when they free the slaves? They promise, the good white people, they promise 40 acres and a mule. Because in order to be a free people, you have to have something to work with. You have to have land. You have to have some kind of base to be free. Did they give us 40 acres and a mule? No. Why did the good white people not give us the 40 acres and a mule? So you still be in the condition to be a beggar. So you'll still be in the condition to be slaves. But you want to know something? Let me get a drink here. But you want to know something? This is the greatness of our people. Even though we have not been treated right in this nation, even though we were discriminated against and fighting obstacle after obstacle, black people still, we built all black towns, about 40 or more, all black towns. Black people created Black Wall Street. Black business was everywhere, all over the country. What happened to it? Well, integration what happened to a lot of it, because once blacks became integrated, we felt we finally made it. We finally got a piece of the pie. So a black hotel ain't good enough for me no more. I can go to my massa hotel. And then, of course, the white man, the good white people, they assassinated our leaders. They burned down our towns. They destroyed our businesses. Destroyed Black Wall Street. They cheated us and stole our land that we got by hard work. They lynched countless black men, threw us in jails and prisons for no reason. And then they set up a condition so that we'll be happy with getting scraps. Black Wall Street was not getting scraps. When we had our own black towns and businesses, that was not scraps. But see, that's what you really want for us. So then you give us scraps. Then you turn around and make fun of us after you've done all this evil. You destroyed everything we had, and you gave us nothing. You wonder why you are called a devil. Good white people. What's so good about it? This is how you treat your citizens that have died in every war ever since the Revolutionary War and been paying taxes. Paying taxes, enjoying the jail that you throw us into. But we tolerate that. We tolerate this abuse. What a friend we have in Jesus. And that's the reason why we can tolerate. We tolerate your evil and your wickedness because you indoctrinated black folks with your fake-ass religion called Christianity. Love your enemies and turn the other cheek. While you burning our house down. While you blowing up our churches. While you lynching people, throwing our bodies into rivers. What a friend we have in Jesus. So that brings me to the person I call the backyard Negro. What's the backyard Negro? The backyard Negro is an up-to-date version of the house nigger. The one who's satisfied that trusts you, good white people. And they're satisfied with your scraps. And they love you because they're a good Christian. And y'all good white people don't even worship in the same church. The black Christians are always in the black church. And the good white people, Christians, y'all in the white church. And then when these blacks were slaves, the good white people church didn't say a damn thing. Didn't do nothing. But y'all good. And Jesus loves everybody. But apparently Jesus didn't love slaves. The backyard Negro is an up-to-date version of the house nigger. And they are worse than the house nigger. Because they feel because now you have allowed them to go into the backyard, they believe they are free. They are nothing but black, dark versions of you, good white folks. The backyard nigger or Negro, they don't care about justice. They don't care about freedom and equality. They have become satisfied being a slave, being treated good, a good slave, a slave being treated good. They are satisfied because the good white man give them his penis. They are so happy, I got me a white man, I get the white penis. But just a few hundred years ago, that white man was raping your ass, black woman. Now there you go. You so happy because you got you a white man. That white penis, he was raping you. He was raping black women. He didn't give a damn whether you liked him or not. And the black man, he happy because now he don't care about freedom, justice, and equality. He's happy because he has the white vagina. Just a few years ago, black man would get hung just looking at the panties of a white woman on the line. Now you happy, got me a white woman. But see, the good white people don't mind giving you some penis, giving you some vagina, because they control everything and use a slave. So that's good for them. Who benefit out of this relationship? They do. You don't get nothing except a damn STD. That's what you're going to get. Emmett Till, a white woman, claimed that he was watching her or something to that effect. Little boy, what? He was 10 or 15 years old, something like that, in 1955. So you don't give a damn about Emmett Till. I care about Emmett Till. He wasn't a direct descendant to me, but he was a young black man, and he didn't deserve to die like that. But they took concrete blocks and parts of boats and beat his skull in because he looked at a white woman. And there y'all are happy because you running around with a sheep piece on your damn. I'm not trying to, well, yeah, a sheep piece. I'm not going to try to be nice to y'all ass because the just person, I don't even have to say white. The just person understands my anger. But the good white people, oh, he's so full of hate. You bash my nephew in the head with a damn concrete block. You rape my grandmothers. You lynch my people. You still treat us evil. I have a right to be angry. You bastards. I have a right to be. Just like if somebody did something evil to you. You hate Muslims right now because the Muslims blew down the World Trade Center. You hate Muslims. You don't like Muslims. That's all right for you to hate. You don't like Colonel Gaddafi. All these people, you have the right to hate folks and bomb people and kill folks. But when it comes to black folks, our hurt and our pain, we can't express nothing. Because, see, it puts you on the hot seat. And you want to be able to punish other people. You want to be able to judge other folks. But you don't want to be judged. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, your judgment day is here whether you like it or not. Because of what you do today and what your parents did yesterday. But if you became a righteous, just person, has nothing to do with color, you could turn all this around overnight. And there will be no more war in Libya, no more war in Bahrain, no more war in Egypt, no more complaint and protest in America. It'll all start working itself out when people try to do right instead of being good. Because being good has just shown that you're just trying to look out for your own damn self. You have these backyard niggas because they get a little something. They proud to say, I'm the first black to do this. I'm the first black to do that. I don't care nothing about the past. Everybody work hard because I work hard. I get mine. But these white folks, this nation, they've been benefiting from others since the country was founded. They stole and took from the Native American people. They stole and took free labor and underpaid labor from black folks, and they mistreated them. They didn't have to work hard. Why we have to work so hard? They benefit from what they stole. But the mentality of the backyard Negro is sick. Because what a friend I have in Jesus. The majority of the backyard Negroes are Christian. They've been tricked. The same religion that was used to enslave their ancestors, the same religion is being used to keep them slaves living in a damn backyard. When the whole earth should be, you should enjoy. But you only in the backyard of whatever your slave master tell you where you can and cannot go. I want to bring this to conclusion by talking about the so-called progress of the backyard Negro. There has been no progress. You have been living, these born the descendants of slaves in America, you and I, we have been living in an abusive relationship. Just like, I'm going to flip this around, just like a woman beating a man. But instead of the woman beating the man 3 times a week, now he gets beat 1 time a week. Still abuse. You're still in a slave-like condition. And see, that's the type of mentality that the good white people like. They like the backyard Negro. And this is, they give their backyard Negro successful examples. They use Oprah. They use Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan. They use successful blacks as examples. First of all, Oprah is one person. Bill Cosby is one person. You have 40 million black people that live in this nation. Everybody can't be no damn Oprah Winfrey, Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and all this other stuff that y'all come up with. If you want to use that logic, then why are not all white people millionaires like Donald Trump? How come you're not like Sally Jesse Raphael? How come you're not like Hillary Clinton? See, the problem here is you think black people are stupid. We cannot be 40 million Oprah Winfreys, Bill Cosbys. And even so, you think it has a lot to do with money. See, that's your problem, good white people. You think somebody always after money. It's about justice. I don't give a damn if I had $1 billion right now. I'll still be saying the same thing I'm saying because it's about justice. And see, you don't understand that. Because you selfish and you greedy and you arrogant. You only think about your damn self. Good white folks. How successful is Oprah Winfrey? How is Oprah Winfrey successful when she scared the good white people? She cannot talk the way she probably want to talk, or Bill or Michael Jordan. They got to be careful what they say, what they do, because the good white people will call them a racist. And then you will use your television and your media and your magazines to bring down Oprah and Bill and Michael Jordan, anybody that you don't like. In fact, you might even kill them. They believe Michael Jackson was murdered because Michael Jackson was beginning to take a different direction to wake up the world, to help bring us back to humanity. And you don't want that. You want your ass to be on top. And you knew Michael Jackson have a lot of influence. You say, I'll be damned if that happens. We have to kill Michael. That's what some believe. And by the track record of the good white people, it's very, very possible that could be true. But see, y'all slick. So you know things have to be proven. And you know that a lot of folks are not in the position to get records and do the research or whatever to try to prove what they're talking about. So you can say, oh, those people that's a conspiracy theorist. Conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Nobody would not be shocked if America destroyed the World Trade Center. Nobody's shocked. Even white folks not shocked. The only one would be shocked is your backyard niggas. Oh my goodness. I can't believe George Bush had something to do with 9/11. Oh, you stupid. Don't you read history? This nation would do anything for money, power, influence, greed. What's shocking about it? They would kill Libyans. They'll kill people in Afghanistan, Iraq. They will kill you for money. They don't care. And so, y'all good white people, why are you so stupid trusting your people in power? They don't give a damn about you either. They feed you poison food. They give you drugs that make you sick. They fill your children with all these psychiatric drugs. They poison your air and your water. Y'all are damn fools, you good white people, because you hate blacks. Because you hate black people so much. You're not even looking out for your own benefit. As long as the black people get hurt. As long as we keep the blacks down. Y'all become sick. It's not about color, and you need to get off of that crap. It's about justice. That's why I don't trust I'm white, but I'm good. I don't trust you. I'm looking for just people. I could care less about your skin color. I'm embracing righteous people. Those who are seeking freedom and equality for all. Don't give a damn about color. Those Caucasian people in power, they rule the world, influence the earth. They don't give a damn about you. You poor and you middle class, they don't give a damn about you. And they don't give a damn about backyard niggas either. They use backyard Negroes to keep everybody asleep, to give you the illusion of progress. Because black people, when it's all said and done, we still have nothing. What is Oprah Winfrey doing for the black community? What is Bill Cosby? All these successful blacks. What are they doing for black people? They are doing more for white folks than they doing for black people. So what you keep bringing them damn slaves up to us for? I refuse. And see, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Cosby, and all your successful backyard Negroes, they are nothing but highly paid slaves. And a slave since they don't benefit the black community, the existence of the slave, or the reason why a slave exists, is to benefit his master. Everything Oprah is benefits white folks. Everything Bill Cosby and Michael Jordan, everything they are goes right back to the slave master and his children, the good white people. So don't bring them as an example to me, because I'm not your slave. I'm not going to fall for that stupid garbage y'all good white folks bring, because I'm not your slave. So you need to go elsewhere. And I refuse to promote this kind of life of living in the backyard and being professional beggars to our children. Young black man, young black woman, your people been here for over 400 years. You deserve better than this life of being a professional beggar. You don't have to accept their scraps. Affirmative action. You're a citizen. You shouldn't have to ask for nothing. Your people have died, paid taxes, lived and bled, worked to death in this nation. Stop trusting the good white people. You should want equality. If these demons don't want to give you equality, if they don't want to share and treat you right for the hell that we have suffered for 400 years here, then the least they could do is help separation. And if they have any kind of integrity, if they have any kind of goodness in them, then they would help us find a place we can call our own. And just like they did the state of Israel, they would support us and they would protect us until we are able to support and protect ourselves. That's what they would do if they really were good white people. But these folks just want a highly sophisticated modern day slave. That's all we are to them. Oprah's an entertainer, Bill Cosby, all these people, a lot of these folks that got all this money, a lot of them are entertainers, and that's all they want you here for, is to rap, sing, and dance, foot shuffle, and all that kind of stuff. Entertain me, boy. Oh, man. This is what your good white people say. Oh my, that Bill Cosby, he's so funny. That Oprah sure can talk. That Michael Jordan sure can play at basketball. They want you to entertain them. They don't want you in a position to show that you are a leader, that you are a builder of civilization, that we are scientists, astronomers, philosophers, warriors. They want you to continue to think that you're nothing but their lap boy. I'm not going to be that lap boy, and I don't want you to be that lap boy. You should want more. It's just like going into business. Listen, brothers and sisters. It's just like going into business. This country is a business. When you go in business, and if we go into business together, 50-50, then you'll start scratching your head when we went into business 50-50, but when the profits come in, you getting 90-10. You getting the 10 and the other person getting the 90. That's the type of relationship black folks in this country have had with these quote-unquote good white people. They get 90%, but we get 10% of the profit. Now, when it comes to expenses, we can have 90% to pay the expenses out of our 10% of the profits we get, while they pay 10%, but they make 90% of the profit. Can you not see that something is wrong with this relationship that the black community has in the United States? Can't you see that? But you cannot see it because you are a lapdog, you are a pet, you live in a zoo, and you have become content and comfortable living in a zoo because you never have known freedom. If you really knew what freedom was, you'd be just like me. Has nothing to do with hatred of white folks. It makes you hate. You have the right to hate somebody who mistreats you. You have the right to hate somebody who hates you. But it's about justice. That's what it's about, good white folks. It's not about hatred. It's about doing another person right. That's what it's about. It's about being honest and stop lying to folks. If you don't really like us, if you don't want to share, then have some type of character to yourself. Help us separate from you. Teach us how to be free for real, independent. If you don't really want us here, if you really don't like us, if you can't share for real. I ain't talking about no damn you get 90% and we get 10% and we doing all the damn work. Whether you like it or not, black people built this country. Then they got the nerve to talk about y'all lazy. If we so lazy, who the ones that needed slaves? Who are the ones who need slaves? You the one. Your parents, lazy, trifling, evil-ass parents. They the ones that needed the slaves so they could live carefree. And you want to blame us for your problems that you got today. They are the ones that started it. They should have left them black people alone. They knew George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, all your forefathers, the ancestors of the so-called good white people. They knew, they even wrote it down on paper, having these slaves going to be a problem sooner or later. But they didn't give a damn about the good white people. They passed the hell to you. Now the ball is in your court. Either you continue to be good white people or you become just people. And work it out. And give up something and make it right. See, that's the problem. You don't want to give up nothing. You want to keep things just the way they are. But they cannot stay the way they are because we are not your slaves no more. I don't give a damn what these backyard niggas talking about. I'm not your slave. And there are many of us. We're not going to be your slaves no more. It's not going to be tolerated. I'm telling you this. If you don't want to heed the warning, you got a rude awakening coming. A rude awakening. Something that this country has never seen before, ever. But you can change that prophecy, you can change that dynamic, that process by stop being good white people and be just, fair, and straighten the mess, straighten this 400-year-old mess, straighten it out once and for all. Then we all can live in peace and harmony. Then I can say with confidence, and I can feel honest in saying, I know good white people. In fact, I won't have to say color no more, because it's not about color. It's about justice. It's about freedom. It's about equality. And those things don't have no color. I shouldn't have to even refer to you as white people. You shouldn't have to refer to me as black. And when you bring freedom, justice, and equality, it would destroy color supremacy. And when you destroy color supremacy, all of it will die. So-called black supremacy, alien supremacy, all these supremacies based on skin color, all of it would die when you bring freedom, justice, and equality. That's what it's all about. But it cannot happen when you got a select few based on color, based on gender, based on class. They want to hold on with their greedy ass to something they don't even deserve. Share! Share with the world. Not just giving scraps to folks. Share with people. What's wrong with that? Exercise your religion. Love everybody. And stop being hideous and fake. Then you wonder why the white man is called the devil. With this type of behavior, it's sure not godlike, it's sure not angelic, but the ball is in your court. It's time for you to make up your mind. Are you going to continue to be the good white folks? Or do you just want to be a just and fair person? The choice is up to you. You have been warned. You have been told very clearly and in English and in living color. Thank you for listening, brothers and sisters, and y'all too, good white folks. Thank you for joining. I don't mean to offend nobody, but sometimes the truth hurts. Thank you for listening. My voice seems to be getting better, and hope to see you again soon. Jot down your comments. Let's talk about it. This was, and is, get that mixed up. This was and is the Reality's Temple on Earth.